Yeah, look, this is a snapshot of the utter madness of these socialist idiots completely ruining this country right now. I talk, of course, about the Labour government.
They told you there was no money for pensioners. They told you the NHS is broken because of a black hole. Yet Keir Starmer has just ordered his cabinet to slash public services to fund a digital ID scheme nobody wants. The hypocrisy is off the charts. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the like and subscribe button and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Now let's watch this together and then I'll share my thoughts at the end.
Economy, open our borders, riddle us with Islamism. On that list as well, on that list as well would be, I don't know, controlling us through digital ID. Of course he's going to do it. He's going to ram it through, isn't he?
Yeah, look, this is a snapshot of the utter madness of these socialist idiots completely ruining this country right now. I talk, of course, about the Labour government. Let's talk about the digital ID scheme. So Keir Starmer now telling every government department to make serious savings in order to raise £1.8 billion to fund the first stages of the digital ID scheme. It's going to cost a lot more than that in the long term. So all services will suffer for this. Now, what are we talking about here? This is a scheme that isn't necessary and no one wants. So why the hell is he proposing to cut back government services across the board for something, digital ID cards that aren't necessary and no one in this country wants? What on earth is this utter idiot thinking? Honestly.
Well, try and answer that question yourself there, Kev, because I quite want to know. Because the thing is, it's not just come out of nowhere. Starmer isn't actually stupid. That's what's so scary about this. He's not stupid. The Labour Party have had this plan for ages, or there's Fabian.
Tony Blair obsession. Yeah. Tony Blair obsession. Don't forget, he's been trying to get this through. I think it was the last time he was in power, he tried to get it through, and such was the magnitude of the opposition around the country, from the people, from politicians, that even Blair decided this isn't worth the problems, this isn't worth the trouble. But Blair has never given up on his obsession. Labour have always been obsessed with this because, of course, it makes them more like their heroes in China and Russia and all those totalitarian socialist communist countries where they treat their citizens like little cogs in the state machine. That's all this is about. It is about dehumanizing us and turning us into little bits of the state machine, that our role is to serve the state, to be useful to the state, to be a statistic for the state. And as far as I'm concerned, the state can go and do one. It can go and shove itself where the sun don't shine, because what I stand for, I think you stand for, is the power of the individual over the power of the state. These people running this country, they don't care about individuals. The power of the state is everything to them. And that is why, with every fibre of every citizen's body in this country, we must fight this digital ID for all we are worth. We really must.
We must. But you know, this is what I'm saying. The scary thing about Starmer is I think he's more determined than Blair. Blair at least had like a sort of kill switch where it's like, right, people really don't want to do this,
exactly
so
right.
I won't do it. Starmer's like, oh, you're going to protest against this? I'll just put them all in prison then. He's scary. And on that note, this whole thing with X, right, that to me is absolutely crazy, because this is what they do. I've seen this strategy now. First of all, their favourite line to say is, because it's the right thing to do. They make out all these global elites like they are the bastions of morality. I remember Ursula von der Leyen, when Donald Trump said, right, we're not having that Thierry Breton coming to the US, thank you very much, you know, the EU's information commissioner. She says, we in the EU Commission, we are the stronghold, the fortress of representing European ideals and values. I'm like, woman, you ain't even elected. You were supposed to be elected. The system was supposed to change, and who overruled that? You did, madam. European values, my backside. But then this is what they do. They will create a faux moral crisis.
Yes.
Certain elements of the mainstream media or legacy media just chew it up. So all of a sudden with X, it's like, oh, there's deep fakes on AI on Grok. Well, do you know what? Go after the people making them deep fakes, arrest them, put them in prison, get on the blower to the people at Grok and be like, you've got to put something in your systems to prevent people from doing this. Great, solve the problem. But no, you had that sort of chilling instruction to Ofcom to use every power in their capability. You know, one of the multi-million horsemen of the apocalypse in the form of a Quango. And it's like, oh, let's try and close down X. They've been trying to do that out of the EU ever since he took it over, because instead of being able to control it, as the Biden lot did with Twitter, instead of being able to say, right, don't put anything about Hunter Biden's laptop on there, don't tell the truth about what's going on during the pandemic, you know, instead of being able to control it, they no longer can. So it means that people can share information. We get the news, quite frankly, far quicker on X than we do from this rubbish on the screens in front of me. And that's why they are so threatened by it. The global elites need it gone. And so they're going to create some sort of, you know, big scare story. Oh, it's because, you know, paedophilia. It's a news platform, right?
I don't think even Starmer's going to get away with this. This is the equivalent. There's a problem. There's a problem with pornography on social media. There's a problem with this Grok image thing, definitely. And Musk has already gone some way towards trying to do something about it. But the equivalent, what the government's approach is the equivalent of going to the hospital with an ingrowing toenail, and the hospital saying, yes, we can cure that. We're going to amputate your leg. So they've got this relatively minor problem about pornography. So Starmer and the Stasi, the Labour government Stasi solution is let's close down X. The main reason they want to close down X is they hate Elon Musk. The other reason is, as you say, they do not like the people being able to communicate. They do not like the power of the people. Social media, and this isn't talked about enough, social media has utterly changed the political landscape all over the world.
Hasn't it?
Here and in America. I mean, people say, oh, Margaret Thatcher would have put up with that. Margaret Thatcher would have done that. I'm a great admirer of Margaret Thatcher, but her entire shtick would be changed if she had to deal with social media. She did not. These people do have to deal with it, and a sensible government would say, well, there's nothing we can do about this. We have to work with it. This government is not sensible. Their impulse is to shut things down, close things down, make sure people can't talk to each other, etc., etc. As we were just discussing, this is exactly the same in the end as the issue with digital IDs. This is about this government worrying about the power of the people, the power of individuals. What X does, and other social media sites, is it gives every individual in the damn world, but particularly in this country, power. It gives them power. They can publish their thoughts. And instinctively, this government doesn't like the idea of individuals having power.
Totally agree. That's what it is. It's control.
They're not going to get away with this. They're not going to get away with this because X and social media aren't just all about kind of nutters in Scotland or whether posting nonsense. You know, massive media organizations have come to rely on it. Part of business now, including ours, of course. It's part of business.
It's massive. It's huge. It's actually the number one source of people's news in the UK and various other countries, which is why the global elites want it gone. Exactly. Kev, my darling, thank you ever so much. What are you on X? What's your handle? TV Kev.
TV Kev, at TV
Kev. Right, there you go. If you're listening to this and you're not on X, why not? Go on, join the revolution. Stick it up to the government and get yourself on X, because people have got, oh, it's so horrible. I'm coming off. You know, when you have one of the best things about being on X is when you've got these lefties who spend their whole time on X trolling everyone, calling them a racist, spreading all this Donald Trump's a dictator, and then you just give it a moment and you're like, in about 6 months, there we go. I'm going to come off X for a while for my mental health. Good, bye. Don't let the door slam on your way out. Go off to Blue Sky with all the loonies who want to shoot people. That's a weirdo platform, that one. But if you're not on X, go on, sign up. Great fun over there. Loads of people like us on it, and then you could follow me, couldn't you? That Alex Woman. That's my handle, at that Alex Woman. Very often Mr. Musk himself gives me a little retweet. He likes my posts, does Elon? And he likes this show. Well, I don't know if he does, but I hope he does. He's probably never seen it. Anyway, if you're listening, hi Elon. Right, love you. Right.
So the mask has fully slipped. The same government that stripped the winter fuel payment from the elderly because the books were empty has suddenly found the political will and your money to force through a Tony Blair-style ID card system. As we saw in the clip, this isn't just about ID cards, and it's not just about censoring Elon Musk. It is about a fundamental shift in the relationship between the state and you. They are cutting the services that serve you to fund the systems that control you. When they combine a digital ID with the crackdown on free speech we're seeing on platforms like X, you have to ask, are we building a modern Britain or a China-style surveillance state? I want to know your thoughts. Is digital ID a red line for you? Let me know in the comments below. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the like and subscribe button, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you don't miss a thing.